So everything happens for a reason. I say that a lot, but what does it really mean by everything happens for a reason? So I think everything happens to a reason when it comes to people that you meet. So the universe will send you people, and that was for a reason. However, if you don't take that opportunity to make the connection, then the universe will send you another opportunity to meet that person again. So for example, there's people that I've met in my life that I met them and I didn't exchange numbers with them and I didn't make that connection the first time. So then a few months later, I met that same person at a totally different place through friends actually, where the first time was just randomly. And then we made that connection. And that changed my life and it added value to my life. So it's like there's people that the universe will send you that will support you, that will give you love, that will have a positive impact in your life, but it's our choice whether we make that connection or not. So how does that tie into everything happens for a reason? Meeting that person happened for a reason, but it was my choice whether to further that connection. If I didn't go to that barbecue, I would have missed out on that opportunity of meeting that person again. If I didn't listen to my intuition nudged me, message your girlfriend, go to, she's there, go to that place where she's at. I was even planning on going out that night, but something nudged me to message her and get out of the house. And if I didn't make that choice to further the connection, then I would have missed that opportunity again. So it's all about taking the opportunities. The universe will get you to meet people, but it's our choice how we interact and how we react in those situations. And if we make something out of those connections, because they're there for a reason. So in the situations that we make mistakes and we don't take the opportunity, those are not everything happens for a reason. The only reason for that is if we learn from it. If we say to ourselves, hey, I'm going to listen to my intuition and trust my gut and listen to the nudges that's telling me this person is in your life and is meant to be in your life for a reason. If we ignore it and say, who cares, and just allowing our thoughts to consume us and our insecurities and whatever. So the missed opportunities are not everything happens for a reason, but we can use it to our benefit. We can make a reason out of it by saying that, okay, we're going to trust our intuition next time and we're going to act instead of waiting for things to happen for us. We're going to act and make connections happen. Like sometimes we won't go out because we're like, oh no, I'm lazy. Oh no, maybe I'm tired. And there's times when, yes, trust how you're feeling. Trust that you really are tired, that you overexhausted yourself, that you had a really rough week at work. But then there's times where we're just being lazy and we don't want to go out because we don't want to make the effort. We don't want to get ready. We feel like it's not going to be a good night. We build up all these stories in our head that tells us that, oh, there's no point of going out. But if your intuition was telling you to go to that place and it keeps saying it over and over again and it won't stop bothering you, then that means that you're meant to go out that night. There'll be times where you're sitting there and you won't have any thought of going out. You won't have any opportunity. And that means that, hey, you're just supposed to stay in tonight. So that's why it's saying, let your intuition guide you on what you're meant to do each moment. That's why it's about being in the present. That's why they say not to be focused on the past and the future. Because when you're focused on the past and the future, then you fail to see the present moment of what your intuition is guiding you to do next. Be in the moment. That's why it's like, I just had an epiphany about it. Be in the moment. Get rid of your stress, get rid of your anxiety, because you can't hear your inner voice. You can't hear your intuition of what it wants you to do, what opportunity it's showing you to do next. We think that, oh, we don't know what to do, but it's because we're not listening. Like, we have to be still to hear the messages that the universe wants to share with us. Like, even earlier, before I made this video, I was feeling anxious and not knowing what to do. And then I said, you know what, and I've been sick, so I'm still doing this while I'm sick. Because I was like, okay, just be still and see what the universe wants you to do. And 2 messages came out, one about fasting and this message that needed to be shared. So even though I'm sick and I'm not feeling well, and I could have just kept letting my anxiety get, I instead decided to be still and just focus on my breathing to calm myself down from the anxiety and just let my thoughts go. Just let it go and listen to what it was trying to say. There was lots of stuff that was insecurities. There was lots of stuff about not knowing. There was lots of self-deprecating thoughts. And then finally, my mind, my intuition started to kick in and the creator started to send their messages down to me. And I was like, okay, get your book out. Write this down. This is the message that needs to be shared. So just 2 other examples of me learning from that mistake of not wasting out on opportunity. Thankfully, the universe sent me that opportunity again. But what if it wasn't? What if I didn't get that opportunity again, and that was my missed opportunity? I was lucky that I was able to get another opportunity. But another situation was that my intuition in two different situations was telling me to go to this place. I kept seeing the place in my head, and I kept hearing the words, go to these two restaurants. And I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm in the mood. I was going through my spiritual awakening. I was feeling all these emotions. I was feeling everything. There was a lot going on at that time. And I was going through a lot of anxiety, nonstop anxiety. And the universe told me, just go to these two places. I promise you, it will be worth it. So, and it didn't show me what I was going to see there. It just said to go to those two places. So I went to those two places, and both times I met two incredible souls that are still in my life today. I'm grateful for that. If I didn't listen to my intuition and I said, oh no, I'm going to get in my head and not go, then I would have missed out on those opportunities that are there in my life to stay, that had a positive impact on me, that always try to get me back into that state of mind. And I only started attracting that because I started changing as a person. I was already a person with a high vibration and a happy person, but the things I'd gone through in life had brought me back to a lower state, had made me lost, had made me lose part of my identity. And when I started vibrating back at that frequency, I started attracting that around me again. This is why it's so important to listen to your intuition, use your discernment to know which one's your intuition and which one's your fears and insecurities and your thoughts just telling you not to do something because you're lazy. It's like we gotta focus on being still and getting to that place, and just that impulsive nudge, it will tell you, you'll feel it. Go there, go there, go there, and it won't stop. It'll keep saying it to you over and over again. And you can do whatever you want to ignore it, distract yourself, put on a show, but it'll keep telling. And this applies to all areas of your life. Like what I said, I got an intuition, I got a nudge to record this video. Write it down and record it. Business opportunities. You're applying for that job, you'll know which job. Even by just applying, you'll be like, yeah, this speaks to me. I feel this. I want to do this. And when you get the callbacks for the jobs that you don't really like, your intuition will tell you, don't go for that job. So everything happens for a reason in terms of the people and opportunities that come into our life, but it's our choice whether to act on them, trust our intuition, and listen to what our gut is telling us. That's the only thing we can do. Life is simple, yet we make it complicated because we have all these anxiety, fear, insecurities, and we're constantly living in pleasure mode. The next distraction. Like, we should operate from a place that's going to bring us joy. Like, if we're having an anxiety attack and watching a show is going to calm us down and not think about what we're feeling in that moment, then yeah, watch a show. But once we've calmed down, we got to go back and sit in stillness and deal with what the problem is, because or else we're just blocking it out and burying it away over and over again. The problem is that we'll binge watch a show for 12 hours. We'll binge eat. We'll do all these things that we know we shouldn't do because they make us feel horrible after. So it's like, yes, engage in those certain distractions for a moment, but don't let it consume us. Like they say, look for things that operate joy, that make you feel joyful. It's better to find something joyful than be in a state of negativity, right? But we need more self-control and discipline. Working on your passions does make you feel joyful. Pursuing your creative outlets make you feel joyful, whether it's writing, whether it's making music, whether it's building something. Like working on those things make you feel joyful. It's like finding joy in the things that are beneficial to you. Dancing, that's a workout, that's exercise, that's music for your soul. That makes you feel good. Playing sports, throwing a ball up and down, skipping, exercise, joyful. Sitting in the sun makes you feel good, fills you up with vitamin D, you feel refreshed after. Taking a cold shower, like all of these things make you feel joyful. So it's finding the distraction that brings joy to you. That's a good thing that contributes to your self-care, your mind, body, and soul. I'm not saying that it's not okay to watch a show and distract yourself for a bit or engage in it and enjoy it. Enjoy the story, enjoy the theme that's being told, but it's doing too much of it. It's like spend more time doing the stuff that nourishes your mind, body, and soul. That's when you'll find peace. That's when you'll find inner happiness. So what nourishes your mind, body, and soul? Creative pursuits, being in the present moment with who you're around, enjoying their company, kids, family, friends, really being present with them and not somewhere in the future or somewhere in the past. and also taking care of yourself. Self-care, working on the things that build your body up, that good foods, working out, exercising, and being still so that you can hear your intuition and what the Creator wants for you. Life is simple, yet we make it complicated with our fears and insecurities. That's all life is about. So I hope you can get to a place where you can do it on a regular basis. Like I said, you're going to have moments where you can fall, but it's about building up the endurance and doing it on a regular basis till it becomes a habit. It becomes second nature to you. Wish you luck. Take care.